We're here for Mizzou Men's Basketball Media Day, here from Mizzou on SI, Joey Van Zummeren, Michael Stamps, and Chase James after hearing from Dennis Gates and the Mizzou Men's Basketball roster. Here to turn the page after going winless in conference play last season. Here to talk about a few of our first impressions from this media day here, just a few weeks out from the start of the season. Main thing, like I said, turning the page and really focusing on accountability and their core values that they have here as well. Michael talked to some of the newcomers here, transfers, freshmen, talented classes in both. What are your main impressions from those?
I think one thing that I really picked up was versatility, positional versatility on offense and defense. Obviously, Mark Mitchell's a guy who comes over from Duke, who was a big contributor there last year. He brings a nice amount of defensive versatility than offense. He can get to the basket, but is looking to add that three-point shot a little bit. He took a jump from year one to year two, in that shooting number. So that's something to keep an eye on. You look at a guy like Josh Gray, who is more known for his work on the defensive side of the ball. He appears to be a pretty good leader. I think that's a general consensus as far as letting his young guys not just guys like Peyton Marshall and Trent Burns at the center spot, but everyone else on the team. And then I got the same impression from Tony Perkins, versatility-wise. He really does it all. He did it all for the Iowa Hawkeyes last year and his years prior. He's a good scorer, he's a good rebounder, and he's a good playmaker. It'll be interesting to see where he slots in positionally, whether he does, become a true, plays that true point guard spot, or if he's a bit of a combo guard, because he can do it both. So that was the big theme I got is versatility. Again, I got to talk to Marcus Allen, and he said the same exact thing, that he prides himself in the intensity he brings, and then defensively, physicality, and then on offense, being able to get to the basket and draw contact. So big theme for me, like I said, from the new guys, is versatility both on offense and defense, and then as a leader as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They added a lot of depth with all the guys they got this year. About 10 new players, 5-man transfers.
10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of new transfers and newcomers again this year, and they've worked really hard this offseason to kind of mesh that together. And like you said, Michael, the depth that they're going to add after last year having a lot of injuries, having to throw some new young guys into the fire, really going to have some more depth, they hope, this year. Chase, what were your main impressions from the day?
I mean, yeah, there's obviously a lot of new talent they have to work around, a lot of new freshmen as well. But the guys they did keep, like Trent Pierce, Caleb Grill, and Tamar Bates, I mean, those guys are going to be really important in building leadership for this team. I talked with Caleb a lot. I mean, he didn't get to play really much at all last season because of his injury, but I think it's going to be really important for this team. They want to help the young guys get prepared and Caleb told me that he wants these freshmen, he thinks they can be the building blocks for this program for the future, and he wants them to be here all, throughout their college career. So this is kind of the first step into this program being good again. I mean, coming back from an 0-18 SEC team. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of gel everything together.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be really what determines their season. Just like last year, kind of a hodgepodge of different talents, different personalities, and seeing if they can mesh it together well. And of course, last year the injuries put in a roadblock to that. But Dennis Gates told us on the back of this 2023 NCAA tournament banner right behind us, there's the entire roster, everybody on the names from last year's team. Told us, there's a story to that team, and as much as they're trying to turn the page, wipe the slate clean, that's a part of their story. That's part of the lessons they learned that they're going to try to turn into a more successful season this year. So that's all we got from you from Mizzou Arena today. We'll be here all season long to bring you Mizzou basketball coverage. So we appreciate you tuning into this, and stay tuned to the rest of our coverage on Missouri on SI.